It's expected the Senate will move forward to confirm Jack Lew for the position of ambassador to Israel. How do you see his role having any impact on some of these negotiations? And can you talk about, is there a way to, I know why there is concern with Israel about fuel, but in terms of power or other of those services, you talked about wanting to see restoration. Is there some other package that could be moved forward that you think could provide some relief to civilians but not undermine Israel's military goals?
I'm not sure what you mean by package, but let me try it this way, and if I don't get you, you tell me if I'm wrong here. But obviously we look forward to Jack Lew's eventual confirmation here as an ambassador to Israel. It seems like it's moving right along. I don't want to get ahead of the process, but that's a terrific thing. He's more than qualified to be our ambassador to Israel, and we're very excited to get him over there so that he can get on the ground and start leading our efforts to support Israel in their fight against Hamas, but also to help us integrate and continue to lead the effort to get humanitarian assistance to people of Gaza. And our expectation is that Mr. Lew will be taking the lead on those issues once he gets on the ground. On your question about a package,
power or fuel, when I said package, I meant like, is there some complement of those different types of utilities or resources that would be beneficial but are not undermining the Israeli military capability? Is there some way to try to have less of what you're asking for that could be a benefit?
We would argue and have argued that all of those essential services, as I mentioned in my opening statement, are critical. They're all important, and they're all urgent right now, particularly fuel. And fuel's related to the water problem because they use it for the pumps at the desalination plants. So we would argue they're all critical, and we are literally working on this in real time. Now, some food got in on these trucks today, bottled water, and I said water. Some water got in on the trucks today, sorry. No fuel has gotten in. And the existing stocks are dang near down to zero. And that's perilous here for the hospitals, for the water pumps. And so we're working hard with Israel to make sure we can find some accommodations to get fuel in. I've heard this argument, and it's particularly by, some of the Republicans in the House that, or even in the Senate, by putting fuel in there, we're helping Hamas. I want to be very clear on this. We have seen no indication, none, that Hamas has gotten their hands on any of the humanitarian assistance that has gone in. None of it. It goes from these UN trucks to humanitarian organizations and the UN for delivery to the people of Gaza. That's what we've seen with every single one of them. And with the fuel that was existing in tanks that they could tap simply went to existing legitimate humanitarian needs. And we have tried to make assurances to the Israelis that we will continue to monitor fuel should it go in with the same diligence that we have and our UN partners have been monitoring the food and the water and the medicine.